conviction is what? Is better than convenience. Some of us, within the premise of fellow believers, we're able to hold our conviction. But once you are not in the premise where believers are, you now live by convenience. And that is how Satan will sap you. He's interested in you. I am very persuaded that Satan is interested in me. This is one of the consciousness I live every day. I know Satan is what? Is interested in me. So should I be careless? He's only looking for a moment of my carelessness to strike, not two. He is so much interested in me. If I'm not following Jesus, I'm not his concern. If I'm not following Jesus, if I'm not standing for holiness, Satan is not bothered. If I am not saying that I will not compromise, Satan is not agitated. But the fact that I said I am following Christ and I want to be faithful, I want to live a holy life, I will not define myself, I proposed in my heart, that alone caught his interest. You want to go to heaven that I missed? You want to become something when I have become nothing? You want to be used of God when I have become useless? He is useless. God can no longer use him. He was once useful to God. That his voice alone is overwhelming. God has enjoyed melodies from Lucifer when he was an angel, but he has fallen. How did he fare? Pride. I want to ascend the throne of God. I want to become like God. And no, God is God. All his creatures must remain subject to him. And he was thrown down. And he's also looking for those who he will throw down. You will not be thrown down. Be vigilant. Tragedy of falling, the backsliding of the mighty. In 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 12. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 12. In verse 12, wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth do what? Let him that thinketh he standeth do what? Tell that brother by your side, that sister by your side, take heed lest you fall. When you are visiting that brother alone, when you are embarking on that visitation alone, as a brother, as a sister, when you are chatting on WhatsApp, when you want to dial that number of the former boyfriend, Satan is very close. He's around that temptation. He's around it. Satan is what? He's around that temptation. That thing that is the temptation, you know it. You know the temptation I'm talking about. The Spirit of God is witnessing that temptation now to you. Who is around that temptation? Satan is around it, and he's casting his spell. He's giving you motivation. He will be giving you reasoning. Nobody is looking at you. Grace is abundant. You can always say I'm sorry to God and he will forgive you. You can always go back again. If I build again the things I have destroyed, who have I made myself? You will become a transgressor. And can I shock you? The Bible says that the way of a transgressor is what? Is hard. The way of a transgressor is what? Please, let's look at that place. I think it should be in Proverbs. You can help me search it. It should be Proverbs chapter, is it 14? Proverbs 13:15. Good understanding giveth favor, but the way of a transgressors is what? But the way of transgressors is what? And if I build again the things I have destroyed, what have I made myself? And the way of a transgressor is what? How many of you want your ways to be hard? That you turn like this, you are jamming block. You turn like this, problem. You turn like this, no peace. You turn like the way of a transgressor, there is no peace in it. It's hard. Everything will just stop working. When you are out of alignment, everything will begin to scatter. When you are no longer in ordination, things will begin to go contrary. That is when you will begin to face contrary wind. Jonah, wind. Some of those winds are from God. God will allow stumbling blocks everywhere. Nothing will be working. Nothing will, except you retrace yourself. And the unfortunate thing is that some people, instead of returning, they are doing mechanical work. They are doing self-management. You have fallen into immorality, and is that you are under close heaven. Nothing is working. Instead of you simply, the Spirit of God will be telling you, go, amen. Just make this thing known. Confess it. Confess it. But you are still thinking of a reputation that you have already lost. You are still thinking of a name that you no longer have. He wrote to the church in Sunday, he said, you have a name that you are living, but you are what? You are already dead. You don't have a name. In the spirit, you have lost your identity. and you are covering, thinking that you still have a name you want to cover with fig leaves. Simply go and confess and reconcile with God, and let them, even if it will result to discipline, face this discipline with joy, so that you can become a partaker of the righteousness of God. You are hiding. The way of a transgressor is hard.